Well, speaking of the classics,
speaking of the classics,
yes.
Raw turns 25 this Monday, or 25th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. Now, me personally, I'm a SmackDown guy. My first show was on SmackDown. The first SmackDown show was when John Cena debuted the new WWE title belt, the Sprinter belt, like weeks after he beat John Bradshaw Layfield at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know, I was Team SmackDown when the brand split again happened. I watched both the SmackDown, like when I had a confident brain instead of just noticing what was going on.
Yeah.
I was more the SmackDown guy back with the Brock Lesnar, the Eddie Guerrero, the Chris Benoit, you know, and the Edges in that era. You know, and it shifted to Raw once Raw got back with John Cena, with Matt Hardy returned to fight Edge, which is still one of my favorite rivalries of all time.
Edge and
Matt Hardy.
Oh my God, yeah.
Which I legitimately thought that was real.
Yeah.
I thought they were legitimately fighting each other because like the story was real.
Yeah.
Like, Lita cheated on Matt Hardy with
Edge. that fight that they had that real fight.
Yeah.
And on Raw.
Yeah. Still one of my most
I don't know if they'll be on that moment. That moment will be on.
I think they're cool. I think they're pretty cool.
Well, I think they're cool, but will that moment be on the? Because they're going to go through the.
They don't. I think I haven't watched it yet.
They've been
but
doing it, right?
I haven't watched it, but there's like a whole hour-long special USA that aired right after SmackDown.
I watched them.
That and they even I think wasn't CM Punk #2, which is I'm surprised they mentioned.
Yeah, I think so.
Considering that they had bad blood with him.
And it's funny talking about our first shows. Yeah, I mean, I remember when SmackDown. That was the Rock show. Remember when that debuted? That was the Rock, because he will lay the SmackDown down. That's how that show got started. And I'm with you. It's like right now to me, SmackDown's the better show.
Yeah,
so I'm all in on SmackDown. But Raw, I mean, I've loved it since its inception in the '90s. I'm guessing what you call one of those kids who grew up in the Attitude era.
I was telling people to suck it, getting in trouble for it sometimes.
Oh my, dude. DX, all that, Stone Cold. I mean, dude, Austin 316, all that stuff. You know, to me, some of the greatest moments. You got to have the beer truck.
Yep.
You know, when Stone Cold brings out the beer truck.
The funniest thing for Stone Cold will always be him smashing this man.
With the bedpan. Yeah. I mean. How many of those you can put in that category? Because
Stone Cold by himself is a category is on his own. You can just put Stone Cold at #1.
Him and Vince. That's it. Just put a collection of him and Vince, because that whole and they still haven't gotten back to that. But that dynamic, I mean, you can attest to this, Cedric. That the rivalry. I mean, it was so intense. It was so. Everyone was for Stone Cold. First the man, Vince McMahon, the gentleman, the man, the authority. Before the authority, he was the authority, right? And it was all about thumbing your nose. I mean, it was awesome. It's just what a fun era that was.
And the reason why this might sound sacrilegious, but like I have to go back to look at those things, but I faintly remember it because I was still like about 5, 6, 7 years old when those happened. When my brain was starting to like realize like not just like the crazy stuff, but also the match work in the ring. The match that sticks out to me that I realized that I really like both inside and outside the ring was Shawn Michaels versus John Cena. I think in the United Kingdom. When it went for an hour, because I forgot it was either Edge or Randy Orton who was supposed to schedule the fight that day. Was even a program.
It was Edge versus Randy.
Yeah.
Because they were in. I remember this because they were in a. It wasn't a tag. It was Shawn and it was those two.
They were about to break up because it was going to be a fatal 4-way for Backlash. It was right after John Cena beat Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania.
So it was Randy Orton and Edge were scheduled to be on after that, but that Raw that match
went for a whole hour.
And it's so funny. Oh my God! It's like, were you reading my mind before? Because no joke. Because I was literally thinking like off the top of my head, that's probably the one that jumps out of me. Like something with John Cena or that match for him at least, for me with him, I should say, changed the way I look at him. So to where it's like, wow. I mean, Bailey, you put him with a wrestler, a good wrestler, someone who knows what they're doing. He can show, he can show off. He can do some stuff. I mean, you've never had a guy that big, that athletic, doing some of the things he was able to do. And yeah, you're right. That match to me will go down as one of my favorites of all time.
It's the match that got me into the wrestling aspect.
Wrestling,
not just the theatrical.
No, it was pure. Like, I mean, I remember, like, I'm sure you remember, just being on the edge of your seats. You know, just like, and you know, you're because you know the other match is supposed to come up, and you're just like, when's this gonna end?
And then all of a sudden you see Shawn Michaels hit him with super kick and hold the title.
Yeah,
Like, yes,
yeah, dude, that was like, yes. I was like,
this was having a WrestleMania because I was still anti John Cena.
Of course, we all were. Yeah.
You know, but that was in my opinion. If you were to rank top 10 Raw matches for me, like for me personally,
yeah,
that's gonna be number one. Always gonna be number one, just because I have a personal attachment to that. Not because I'm pretty sure there's better Raw matches. You could say the Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy match, but
I know there's
everybody.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love it too. It was a great storytelling.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I will always put that hour-long match between Shawn Michaels and John Cena
on Raw. Yeah.
And John Cena had also a good match with CM Punk.
He did
when they brought back the power driver for that one. For that one, the most banned move.
I know. I was shocked when they did that. Yeah, like I was on the steps, or I forgot.
No, it was just. I think it was in the ring. We did power driver.
Yeah, yeah. I'm shocked that happened, but yeah, to me that stands out, and I agree with you that I'm sure there's a bunch of matches I'm forgetting, but not like you said, the one. Not like that. Not like an Iron Man. Not like an hour-long match.
It was just an hour long. It wasn't an Iron Man match. It was just a regular match.
Yeah.
It went on for an hour.
Yeah, and you can tell they were feeding off the crowd. The crowd was, you know, hands down. Some of the great, but moments. So it's not just matches. That's the greatest match. What are some of your moments?
A moment that I think the CM Punk hype bomb.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments there because it's just so out there. Like again, one of those things that I thought was legitimately real. Again, like I alluded to the Matt Hardy and Edge thing, which I believe is still an underrated feud to this day because I felt like there was a lot of personal animosity towards it because I think Matt was still better. I remember they used to have an online show called Bite This.
Yeah, that was weird.
You know, where people could call in and they literally had an hour-long thing and Edge was cussing up a storm at Matt Hardy towards the end. Evidence and all that, and Matt Hardy kind of came off a little bit whiny on there because he was like, you know what?
Well, in the end, it's like, okay, dude, I get it. You know what she did. You can use a bunch of names, but in the end, get over it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But dude, did you see the YouTube video? He had like a cardboard cutout when he's reenacting. He kind of lost it.
Yeah,
he kind of lost it. But just thinking about moments, just like, oh my god, you remember? Yeah. Too, oh, that's right. Do you remember when Vince faked his own death?
Oh my God!
When the limousine blew up, and it was like, "Is Vince dead? What happened?" Like, remember? And then he finally like, "No, he's not." They had to like
because the Chris Benoit situation happened like soon after. I wonder how long that was gonna go on for. Had that not happened, looking back, that was terrible. But at the time, it was like, wow.
Oh, that tribute they had like the next day before they knew anything.
Yeah,
that was. I don't know if that will be on the Raw moment, but
I'm pretty sure it won't be.
No,
that's a low point.
No, I mean, dude, there's so many. Just some of the ones that I forgot about, like that they showed on Raw last week. When was it Bubba Dudley put Mae Young through the table?
Which goes back to your point earlier about the mixed match thing, where they can take bumps from guys.
Sure, absolutely.
And if we're gonna go for this feminist movement, which again I'm all for, don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
We're gonna go. Why don't we
save your letters? We're for the movement.
If we're all gonna be about equality, then have them whoop up on the guys that have. Yeah, that's gonna come out wrong, but for wrestling scripted performances, because I'm putting this. I'm trying to put this in big letters so everybody know I'm not for abusing women or anything at all.
Yes.
But for wrestling purposes.
No, you're not for yes.
You know, not for abusing at all. For wrestling purposes, have both parties interact with each other physically with fisticuffs.
Yes. Just turn on to Impact Wrestling or turn on Lucha Underground.
Right.
And Osaka.
Impact is a mess.
Yeah. Don't turn on. I'm talking about Lucha Underground and Asuka. Look up some of her old matches, when she's facing guys. So there you go. So I agree with you 100%.
And now it's time. It's 4:55. We could have with more memories of
wrestling. Yeah.
I should have made this a whole show. But we got an NFC Championship going on.
Too much to get to, man.